The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman hosts Lenoir-Rhyne Wednesday night at 6 o'clock in the SAC quarterfinals. Coach, one seed has never lost in the quarterfinals. They're 26-0. Obviously, there's been a target on your back for a long time. How much does that help as you enter tournament play?
Well, dang, thanks for putting the jinx on us with the 1-8 deal. But, you know, obviously at the beginning of the year you want to try to be in the top four. I think that's everybody's goal, you know, winning conference and all that kind of stuff, because I really think 1 through 8, you know, teams can be beat on any given night. And you look at LR, I guess there's that game right before Christmas break that we beat them by 12 here, and that's the closest game we've actually had in our home building. So, you know, it's going to be a tough challenge. You know, we're not taking any – once you get to tournament time, man, it's crazy. The only good thing is we know we're probably going to make the NCAA tournament if for some reason not successful. But now it's tournament time. We got the home court advantage. You know, we got to prepare like we always would, and hopefully try to come out and be successful against a well-coached team that I know they're going to come in here with nothing to lose, and they're going to give us their best game.
You win the regular season title on Saturday. A lot of emotions from that, but you only have 2 guaranteed games left. You have Wednesday night and you have the NCAA tournament. How do you refocus the team knowing that there are still a couple trophies out there that you want to get accomplished?
Well, I don't think that's necessarily been a problem for our group. You know, Saturday was a great, amazing day for our kids. You know, the atmosphere and the crowd was great, and with everything that was going on, you know, that was just one of the best days we've had in a long, long time to be able to get that regular season title. And so we've soaked it in for Saturday and then, of course, yesterday, and now we're focused in on LR. We know that everybody forgets about all the other stuff. You can be league champs and all that stuff, but once you get to the tournament, it starts a new season, and it's one and done in our tournament. Obviously, if we're not successful, we don't get to go to Furman. So we've got to dial in here and make sure we're focused, which I'm sure they're going to be. And then if we are fortunate enough to get by LR, you know, you get to go to Furman, and that's where I think everybody at the beginning of the year, they really want to get to Furman because their SAC tournament is so important. The regional tournament, NCAA, that's all good. It's all great, but getting back to Furman, it's just great because it's your conference. It's boys and girls, and it's just a nice environment, and the conference has done a really good job holding that event at Furman. So, you know, we're just hoping like heck that we can get back over there.
The way that the schedule played out, LR didn't play on Saturday, so they've had about a week off to kind of get their legs underneath them. What kind of impact do you think that'll make for a Bears team that you've played twice this season?
I mean, obviously they could well, they didn't really know who they're going to play. You know, I mean, between us and Wingate, it's either been us or Wingate, so you kind of had to look at both of us. But sometimes that can play into the team that's resting's hands, and sometimes not. You know, it could play into our hands that we had a game on Saturday, and so, you know, we had to play and grind out a game and kind of stay into the flow of things, whereas when you take that week off, you know, sometimes it can be good for rest, but then again, sometimes you can kind of get slightly rusty. But either way, I don't think it's going to matter. You know, I think LR was probably doing their prep for either us or Wingate. Obviously, we had our preparation for Wingate all the way through, and we won't start prep for LR until today. And, you know, but when you've seen teams twice, obviously you got to prepare for what they're going to bring, and then, you know, any kind of new wrinkles that you think, you got to kind of guess, but any kind of new wrinkles that they might bring to the table. So, but we've seen a lot of different things this year in terms of the way people have guarded us, and I just got to trust that our kids will be ready to go.
To rehash something from the beginning of the season, your schedule prior to the year featured 10 games against teams that were in the NCAA tournament last year. Right. How much do you think that the slate that you played, particularly at the beginning of the year, helped you get prepared for tournament time?
Well, we went to that tournament at Aiken, you know, to where we had to go back-to-back games, especially with the way we play, and we came out 2-0 there. We went down and played. We played King on a Wednesday, traveled on a Thursday, played North Georgia on their floor on a Friday night, and then turned around and beat Georgia College on that Saturday. And that was a really short turnaround, still playing the way that we play with the up-tempo style, and we were able to get through those games 3-0 as well. So we knew early on that was going to be something that we needed to try to do, was to put our kids in that situation where you got to play those back-to-back games with our style and the way we play, and see if we couldn't come out on top. And I think we handled that pretty well. Now, at the end of the year here, a little bit more tired, a little more grind to the legs and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, once you get tournament time, though, if you got to play a game and then turn around and play the next game, these kids are young. They can recover. You got to fight through fatigue because we're all kind of tired. Every team's tired. And so, you know, I would like to think that we're going to be okay, but who knows. But the schedule was set up for that purpose so that we could try to prepare ourselves for tournament time.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck Wednesday.
Thank you, Michael.
He's Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.